Hi friends, it's Saturday, October 4th, 2014. Lynn and Jamie continuing our assignment. In asking for instructions for today's session, it's clear that we are supposed to continue our efforts to get this train off the side rail and onto the main rail and going again before the demolition crew gets to the hotel. As to what the train represents, we are supposed to get clarity about that. We don't yet understand it. As to what the hotel represents, we are supposed to get clarity about that. We don't yet understand that. So this is enough to begin. Our intention is to bring the galaxy into alignment with her soul plan, bring the Mother Universe into alignment with her soul plan, trigger the awakening whose time has come. And with that, we begin. It begins. It begins. She is our barometer. As long as the galaxy is hanging out in her boudoir of faded, dusty objects, pretending that she can live in fantasy, we aren't complete.
That's true. That's true.
She's our barometer. I see the train tracks as if from above, and I see the engineers, the train engineers.
Yes.
And I can see the main line, and I can see this one side track and this rusted, old, decrepit, dilapidated engine that is us, however we are defined, and I don't know how we're defined. But it's a mess. Look at that thing.
Rusting, falling apart.
Now we kind of zoom in, and we see how on the other side of it there are those switches, the NASA engineers and the switches that look very high-tech. All of this, however, on a train that is a mess. So let's get these wheels in working condition, because they aren't in working condition. This train is not what it appears to be.
That's true.
If you look at it from the outside, it looks like it should be junked. But if you come over on this side, look at this. There's all these high-tech switches. NASA people. I'm sure we can get these wheels to work. And if we can get the wheels to work, we can push it even if it doesn't run.
That's true.
And we have to scrub the rails too, because look at
the rails.
The rails are rusty. They're completely rusty. So, but this steel wool scrubby thing I'm working with works on the rails too.
Yeah, it's true.
Let's work on the rails. And now there are loose bolts holding these metal things that turn the wheels.
Yes.
I don't know what those metal things are called, but the bolts are in bad shape.
That's true.
And so everything down here, all the working equipment can just be put in tip-top order. I'm not very good at equipment, so I'm going to ask for those engineers. I see them over there. They're kind of watching us. Will you come in and point out what needs to be done that we haven't done yet?
The underside of the train is a wreck.
Plus they show these tubes that liquid is supposed to go through, maybe hydraulics or something.
I see those tubes.
Those tubes aren't
yucky.
Right. They're gross. Okay, well, can we just get... These tubes look gross. Can we just replace these tubes? Because I don't think these can be... There, here's some new tubing. Now, it's important to get clarity about what we're doing. Remember what they said at the start. They said we were going to need to understand what we were doing.
That's true.
I'm just going to ask the plumbers if it's okay if we replace it, or do you want to do it? We're not very good at it, but we're willing. And we'll do our best. We won't use that as an excuse.
Yeah.
Let's just start, try to do our best, and ask them to make our work right. Again, we see this train car, and they really are wanting me to figure this out, wanting us to figure this out.
It's true.
Well, I can scrub the bottom of it because I haven't done that, and they already pointed out that the bottom is bad. It's rusted out. Like there are parts that are rusted out.
Like you can see up into the car.
Yeah, what is the point of clearing this? This just needs to be replaced. We don't want that rusty stuff anywhere.
No.
So, like, we had to just, like, ask for light beings to levitate up the contents.
Yeah.
So we can get a nice sheet of that super high-tech titanium.
Yeah, shiny.
Alloy, post-titanium alloy there. And it looks corrugated for strength or something, I guess. I don't know, but it's corrugated. there's a elephant jumping up and down on it to show me how strong it is.
Yes.
Do you see that elephant?
Yes.
It's funny. So we put in this flooring, and then the NASA techs can put down they've been holding the equipment all this time. Do you see that? So we put down the flooring, they put down the equipment, and now we can go underneath and screw it, like we can screw it into place from above, and then underneath we just go pry off the old rusty parts.
That's true.
And just pitch it in the recycle, trying to hit the bullseye. We're going to have a shiny new floor on shiny new, like just get this completely look like completely new.
Right.
So the foundation matches
What's
the
inside.
machine.
Right.
Foundations of life. I don't understand it. And part of the assignment is to understand it. Well, I see rust things. I'm going to have to pull them with like a magnet for rusty things, or a vacuum that it's more like a magnet.
Big magnet.
But it only pulls rusty things. Oh
my gosh.
Oh,
it's a lot more than I thought.
Miss all that. Let's
Oh
do
my
that
goodness.
again. Oh, that's really disgusting. Okay, another magnet for dusty, rusty things. Merging with whatever this train represents. Merging. Oh, you see, because I don't know what the train represents, I'm having a hard time holding a merge. Ah.
That makes sense.
Yes. That's a good point. What does the train represent? Let's see if we can stop and figure it out so we can get a better merge and get a better ratio. We're stalled out on the sidetrack. Progress isn't happening.
No.
Get progress. It could be, possibly.
That could be.
Possibly. Progress toward living the divine plan for their oneness. No one is saying, "No, you idiot," which is usually what they say when I'm wrong, right? That would fit what they said, is think about it completely differently. This is completely different.
That's true.
Progress. And I could see how progress could be operating well on one level and meanwhile completely stalled out on another.
Right. That's true. And
go on.
So what I just saw was like many layers of these train tracks, like sheets stacked on top of each other, and all the trains are, a lot of them are like
stalled.
this. A lot of them have gone off on. Some of them are still moving forward, but
slowly.
Do you see? It's like there's stacked all these different layers.
Many
of trains. And many of them are off to one. I see the one we're working with. I see
ours. There we are, waving at ourselves. Hi. Wow.
There are so many of these trains.
So many. Progress. Well, our progress train has been stalled out. It has, but we're refurbishing it right now.
That's true.
We're getting ready to make progress again. So who among us doesn't feel stalled out on our soul plan from time to time? Like this is how it is for all of us. We are just lurching from one stalled out moment to the next.
That's true.
With brief spurts of momentum in between.
That's true.
This is how it is for all of us. So merging with progress. And now let's run the magnet for the rusty, for ourselves, the things that hold us back from progressing forward. Whoa! For us and all beings, for progress at whatever level we are working at. It's hard for me to tell. I can't tell. I can see there are many levels of progress.
That's true.
And I don't know what level we're at. It's that one up there. Now let's get this rust off of maybe all the progress trains. Like maybe we can run a big magnet up and down all the levels. They're making the point by having us see it from two such different perspectives, how many levels are involved here, right? And we can see how many trains are stuck, right?
Yeah.
Helping just that one train would be stupid.
Right.
So let's run a big rust removal magnet for all levels of us, for the oneness, for the all that is. I just feel overwhelmed almost immediately with the load of rust, and kind of like hematite beads.
Yeah.
Yes, but they are magnetized for rust, and we just pass them through, and boy, they get loaded down in
right away.
Heartbeat.
Boom.
Right. We just send them down, send them down. And I see light beings like working down there, waving at us. What do you know about rust? It's oxidation. It doesn't reverse. Once something rusts, you can't get it unrusted. You just have to take off the rust. You can grind it off. That part is done. It's like the what the light being said is, see this? This is bad. But once it's rusted, it's never going to be unrusted and perfect again. It's going to be somehow dinged or modified by the rust.
Right.
That's right. Scarred by the rust. Scarred.
Yeah.
It's going to be scarred by the rust.
Parts of it that can't grow back.
Yes. This is damage that can't be undone. It can be mitigated.
Yes.
It can be compensated for, but it can't be undone. So what is the rust? It's from inactivity. It's from
Standing
lack
still.
of. It's from standing still. It's true. We can't undo standing still. We can go in, we can compensate for it, but we can't undo it. We're almost out of time.
We are.
Let's give it a heave-ho and see if we can at least get our train moving. Let's ask if the NGO guy, the French woman, anybody else willing to help. Come on, the shoulder to the wheel. Not to the wheel, to the back of this. Let's, on the count of 3, we'll do it again. 1, 2, 3, push. 1, 2, 3, push. 1, 2, 3, push. Just like yesterday. 1, 2, 3, push. 1, 2, 3, push. 1, 2, 3, push. It's going.
It's
1,
moving.
2, 3, push.
1, 2, 3, push.
1, 2, 3, push. Keep pushing.
Pushing.
We've got it going. We've got it going. Yay. Yay. Well, we know we can do it. We've got it going. What to do? I'm asking for... I don't know what to do.
I don't know.
It's unstuck, though. Let's just keep pushing it until it's onto the main rail. Let's just push it onto the main rail. Now we're on the main rail.
It feels like we're on the main rail.
Well, we better get going or we'll be causing traffic holdups. Let's just run. Like, push it running.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, we need an engine, maybe we should have thought this through.
Yeah.
Now what?
Starting to realize I don't know if this train can run if we're not.
I don't think the train can run.
The light beings inside are watching us through the windows with amused faces.
What's your plan? We don't know what to do. We waive our learner's permits. Do we need to get off on a siding so as to not block traffic? Probably, right? What does the NGO guy say to do? He says pull it on a siding, don't block traffic, get on a siding that isn't rusty, that's a little bit on a hill, so that we just have to push it down.
Down a hill.
So we can do that. We can just keep it going up to the top of the hill while we've got the momentum, and there's a siding right on the top of the hill, right?
Yeah,
so
I see that.
Push it up there, and we'll get it there. Get it on this siding right here. Now we'll be able to figure out what to do, and then it's a matter of just pushing it to get going.
That's true.
Pushing it a little bit. So what we learned is we can get it unstuck.
That's true.
And that we can get it going.
That's true.
But that there's no engine. Or that we don't know, something's funky with the engine.
Right. There's a reason why the engine is not kicking in.
And those engineers will tell us
That's true.
what to do, how we can be of service. But for now, we can do a close. Oh, so we were supposed to check.
Oh, that's true. The
galaxy.
Well, it still feels like she's there.
She's still there.
She's still there.
So, okay, we have more work to do tomorrow, obviously, or today in our off hours. But we have more work to do.
Right.
Because she's still there, and she's angry.
Oh, yeah.
If anything, we've gotten her angry, because now she's in her room, but she's no longer lounging.
Right.
She's just furious. She's furious. She's enraged.
She's very angry.
Very angry. But you know what? It's more real than that fakey act she was putting on.
That's true. I honestly think I prefer this better.
I prefer this because she's just honestly enraged. And she's no longer putting on the act. She's just
mad.
Flat out furious.
Flat out
mad. Flat out furious. It's like,
Scarlett O'Hara.
Stop it. Yeah, she's having a Scarlet O'Hara
Yeah.
fit. Tuning to the vibrations of the future, the empowered future, when everything is as it should be, when all these trains are humming along, because these trains will all hum along one day.
It's
It
true.
will all work to perfection one day.
It's
Right
true.
now it's a giant mess,
Huge
but they're
mess.
showing me how it will be, where all the trains are working, all the trains are just
Humming
going,
along.
and everything is just hitting their windows of opportunity perfectly. It's
Yes.
beautiful. It's beautiful.